So you know when you have a conversation with your friend and you just kind of talk about all sorts of topics? Well, this is what I'm gonna try to do for this video today. Let's talk poker. So recently I realized a lot of young people are getting into poker, which is kind of new. Back in the day when I was younger, we would play outside or we'd play video games and shit like that. But nowadays, I see more and more young people getting into poker. Not necessarily betting real money, but maybe putting $5 on the line or just playing with chips. It's almost become like a go-to activity to do. I see it especially with my younger brother, but also like my fan group, we're not necessarily old. We're all around the ages of 18. And we also started playing poker more frequently. I don't know what it is in recent times, but it's just the perfect combination of luck and strategy, which makes it both mentally challenging and also gives you like that dopamine rush of gambling. It's really the perfect game. And I had also actually read somewhere that there's a big correlation between successful CEOs and how much poker they play. Apparently a lot of big CEOs play poker very frequently and they're very good at it, and it's like a big indication sign of their success. So if you ever become a gambler, just know you're on the right path to become a successful CEO. Moving on, in the past year I stopped eating sugar entirely for the first few months, and what I realized is you can actually de-acquire tastes. What I mean by that is, you know how usually when you try new foods, your parents or your friends might tell you, you might not like this now, but it's an acquired taste, and you eat it and it's not good, and then you eat it a bunch more times and eventually it becomes tasty and you can tolerate it. Well, the same applies the other way, meaning once you start eating less of a certain food, your tolerance for that taste, especially if it has a strong taste, will decrease. And I could evidently see it when I stopped eating sugar. Once I started eating sugar again and I tried certain snacks that I would have no problem eating before, they just tasted so overly sweet to the point where I couldn't even eat them. Just to give you a point of reference, throughout the time when I wasn't eating sugar, it got to the point where I had no problem eating 90% dark chocolate. Now if any of you ever try that chocolate, you know that to the normal person that shit is inedible. It's extremely bitter, but for someone who doesn't eat sugar, it actually doesn't taste that bad, and I actually enjoy it now. What I don't enjoy is a lot of these sugary mainstream snacks now, because they taste extremely sweet, like insanely sweet, to the point where I can't finish it without feeling like I'm about to explode. Anyways, I was watching a fair amount of YouTube today and I started noticing that there's like full-on nude profile pictures in the comment section, and it's not just like comments that you have to scroll down to. It's always like the top comment on most videos is some butt-ass naked picture of a female. Basically what I think is happening here is there are these bots who put these extremely like crazy profile pictures, and then they copy one of the other top comments, they basically re-comment it, and then they bot it with likes so they become the top comment, and then people see the wild profile picture and they like it even more, so it becomes the most boosted comment in the comment section. And I found at least one or two of these on nearly every video I watched today, which is pretty crazy, and I don't know how YouTube can battle this. I guess they're gonna have to put in some sort of image detection system that bans these certain images, because these are like full X-rated images that you see on the profile pictures. It's actually mad. Moving on, like most other people in my age group, I was really into rap up until very recently. That was the main type of music that I was listening to. I would say around like 90 to 95% of the music I was listening to was rap. And then one of my friends introduced me to house. Now I know what you're thinking, like, isn't house corny and stuff like that? You would be right. A lot of house is that corny type of tutorial ass type music, but if you know to look right, there's some really good groovy house music that honestly to me now is better than rap. I don't know, I just kind of became sick of rap, and I know I'm not the only one who feels like this. It's almost like rap feels very monotone at the moment. It feels like a lot of the same and it gets kind of boring, and there's a ton of really good music outside of rap that I personally really enjoy. Most people I know agree with me, so this has to be some type of canon event for everyone that's growing up right now. I put some songs that I really enjoy on the screen right now. It's not necessarily groundbreaking music, but it's far more engaging and nice to listen to than rap. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of rap music that is still really good and I still really enjoy. The type of rap music that I'm talking about is what's becoming more mainstream nowadays. All of that rapping talking about fucking hoes, popping pills and shooting guns, like all of the same stuff, same type of beats, same type of lyrics. Even though it's different artists, they all more or less sound the same and it's nothing interesting. Of course I still listen to some classics like Kanye West, J. Cole, all of that sort of stuff, but
mainstream new rap. Get that shit out of here, bro. I don't like that.
So yeah, that's all I go for y'all boys for today. See you in the next one. Love you. Subscribe.